Dr. Rapaport, good morning.
John, good morning.
So, a topical steroid user is seeing this video for the first time, and they've been told they have chronic eczema, and they're back and forth to the doctor every few weeks, and they're playing around, their skin flares, and it goes away, and all that. Somebody forwarded this video and said, take a look at this guy, Dr. Rapaport. What would you say to this person who's had eczema their entire life?
Well, let me go backwards one step, and maybe this will be helpful in an answer. When somebody signs on with telemedicine with me, that they want me to take care of them, that they've done the preliminary looks, et cetera, I always, everyone, say the first, quote unquote, the first visit I email, I like the first visit to be a phone call.
Can I back up? Can I interrupt you, please? We're not even at that point yet. They're seeing this guy named Dr. Rapaport. What do you tell them to get them to contact you to get to telemedicine?
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm backing into an answer.
Okay, all right,
maybe
I apologize.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought this would be an appropriate approach. So I say the first visit must be a phone call. That's what I do with everybody. I probably spend 60 minutes on the phone with them. Those in Australia, those in Europe, we've done Zoom. And again, in an hour. I get to know who they are. I get to know what their foibles are, what their worries are, what their psychological background is. I get to know how to approach them. Do I have to talk them into things? Do I have a slam dunk patient who believes everything they've seen already? So that isn't easy, but it's so much easier than what you're asking me to answer. How do I approach a novice that I've never met? Well, I'm getting fairly good with 3,000 miles away psychotherapy. So I can write a long paragraph with an explanation of how I approach things, of the gentleness of the approach because I know you're suffering. I'm so sad what you're going through, etc., etc., etc. Have I been always successful? No. There are people who are mired in tragedy that I cannot get through to. And I try my best, is all I can say. I guess also when I look at the numbers, I'm suspicious there are tens, if not hundreds of thousands of sufferers out there who have eczema. Is a very common entity. Rashes are very common. So is asthma. And the use of steroids is ubiquitous. Everybody gets on super potent steroids from the start, and they all get addicted very quickly.
Oh, yeah, I get it. But the problem is, they're here now, they're watching you now. My aunt told me to listen to this guy, Dr. Rapaport. I don't have time for this nonsense. Do I have a problem or do I not?
Well, the next dilemma that I face has happened hundreds of times. I've been to 7 doctors. They all tell me different things. They all tell me about this drug. I've tried 6 new drugs. I've been under the care of doctors for 10 years. What do you have that they don't have? So I'm backed up against the wall. I try my best. This is the best I can do. I'm amazed in this era of modernity that they've never seen the TikTok. They've never seen these videos. They've never seen the documentary. Where have they been? I thought every young person looks at that TV from morning till night, or YouTube or whatever. I'm wrong. So I try my best.
So that is an interesting point. In the era of self-diagnosis and the internet and all that sort of thing, they haven't come across you, which is just stunning.
Stunning, I know. Okay. An answer, just like with COVID, these are not happy patients. and they go into hiding. And they go into their room and they don't come out.
Yeah.
And they're all stuck on some kind of TV show or some friends who are soothing their depression or calming them down. And they stick with that because they get solace out of it. So I can understand where it passes them by. They have no concept of what else is going on in the world. They're so miserable. How do we get through to them? There have been, I know of 2 suicides. One in Hong Kong and one in Europe. I do know of 2 deaths also caused by doctors. So this is laden with tragedy. Plus, what I repeatedly tell those who are suffering, stop with this running from doctor to doctor. Stop with trying no moisture. Stop with trying psychoanalysis. Stop with trying acupuncture or guru medicine. This is the answer. I'll be more than happy to help you. Well, I don't have the money. It's just a consultation. You've been spending thousands, hundreds of thousands. I'm afraid of trying a new doctor. You run into a lot of that. They're fearful. They've been burned so many times that they don't know what to do. As I said, I try my best. I'm pretty good at talking people into helping themselves, but I've not been 100% successful in bringing them on board and bringing them to cure. And it's sad, because there are scalawags out there, and the pharmaceutical companies are making an absolute fortune with these, what I have found to be totally valueless new drugs. Total.
You have a viewer named Pat, and she made a comment the other day that hit me like a ton of bricks, responding to somebody that basically was asking the same question that I asked, and that is, Dr. Rapaport, what do I do? And she chimed in and said, the first thing you can do is stop steroids immediately. Today is day 1 of your journey. And that comment by Pat just hit me like a ton of bricks. Day 1, it's day 1.
Yeah. There's the diagnosis. The diagnosis is steroid addiction. Well, what do you do if you're addicted? You stop the addictive culprit, period.
And it's day 1. And then tomorrow it's day 2.
Yeah. And this takes a long time, and there's lots of withdrawal problems. But in the hands of a good physician, they can help you through it.
Do you know any good physicians? I'm just messing with you.
You're the scalawag.
We've got your email in the description, and we encourage your viewers, new and existing, to contact you, and you'll help them find some resources to start that day 1 journey that Pat so aptly described.
A dilemma is, in pursuing this further, is that cure, after you've been using from 5 to 30 years, takes 3 to 5 years. That's every day a problem, every week a problem, every month a problem. But there are ways of softening the problem, of getting you through it, and with the ultimate being medications and or cyclosporin.
Well, and just to piggyback on that point, every day is not only a problem, it's more than likely a different problem.
Yeah.
An evolution of problems that require additional input, reassurance.
The patients, by and large, almost across the board, are on that damn internet and looking at 17,000 tidbits of advice from 17,000 human beings called patients who have had one patient themselves. And they're going to tell what helped them, what made them feel better, what not to eat, what exercise, what this, what that, etc., etc., etc. And they believe it. They're searching like crazy because they're suicidal. They're pressed. and understandable. But they're getting the wrong information. They're getting wrong advice. Absolutely wrong advice.
And then in the midst of withdrawal, they're hit with folliculitis, and you've got to look at that and intervene, and it's just...
Infections and sores and blisters and redness and burning and no sleep and itching all night. And they had to go on a trip on an airplane. They were scratching for 12 hours. You know, I've heard everything. Everything I've heard. I can give it back to you word for word. It'll take me 6 months to tell you all the words that I've heard. They are vehemently miserable. And it's sad. It's so sad because they're well.
And yet you're still here banging away.
Well, you came to me with suggesting this after you were in the film, and I thought it's a great idea. And if I may, and we'll titillate the population out there, that we have 3 or 4 or 5 other things in the fire, bigger gun things, and we're going to solve this problem once and for all. This has got to be solved. This has got to stop. And the pharmaceuticals have got to pull their horns in. And the NEA has got to stop saying it's bad eczema